Hi, welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, which um, does a lot of things for pot smokers and drug users and all the poor needy people of the earth. You should really check it out. Anyway, we're talking the seventh part of the 17th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible, which is the 14th chapter of the book of Zion. We're talking about the dissertation here, and we begin with Isaiah 46, 3 and 4, which is Zion 14, 43 and 44. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all ye remnant of the house of Israel, which are born of me from the belly, which are carried in the womb. And even in your old age I am he, and even to hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear. Even I will carry, and will deliver you. Isaiah speaks to the joint houses of Jacob, i.e., Zion, and Israel, the new Israel, made up of the nation of Israel and all of the Abrahamic bloodline relations Christianity, Islam, and Jews, the older house of Abraham. Both Zion and Israel are reassured that the Grey are here to keep their centuries-old promises. The Zionite part of this equation incorporates every non-Jewish born descendant added into Abraham, which equates to all non-Jewish religions. So all beliefs in a returning God, no matter the God's name, is covered by this promise. The reason every returning God is represented by this passage is because the priests of Zion merge all ancient gods into Grey. One of the requirements of the Zionite priest is to be ordained into every known faith, therefore uniting all religions into one. A Zionite priest performs the services of every religion, uniting all gods and their followers into a single Grey religion. This will create a replica of the true human religion practiced by the ancient people prior to the flood. This unity of religion will end much of the violence prevalent in society. So, Isaiah is telling the world that they come to keep the promises made by all of humanity. There are 12 known species in the galaxy with subspecies associated with them that we are aware of. And although all of these have contributed to humanity and the Earth in some form, the Grey are the true force on Earth. They have always been the main alien influence of humanity. The Grey are all of the ancient gods represented. Ezekiel 39:21, Zion 14:45. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. Ezekiel 39:21 shifts gears to address the heathenistic beliefs of many of the Zionite people, the drug users. The Grey created us to reject the modern concept of God so that we would know and be known as heathens or atheists. We alone can bring the God concept into reality, God being Grey, that is. Only an atheist would seek an alien as opposed to a God. In other words, as counterintuitive as it seems, our non-belief was essential. Only by rejecting the false concept of the great big God God can we realize the true God of the Grey. The truth required us to reject the modern concept of religion and all of the false concept of gods adhered to them. Now my people can address the true God with a little g. which is the gray with the big G. Our religion is science. The gray are scientific. We see alien where everyone else is looking for the big God God. But there is no other God but the gray. They, the gray, created humanity. The gray are the true God, but only an atheist would look to a true physical creator, alien God. Psalms 89:34. Zion 14:46. My covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that has gone out of my lips. Psalms reminds us of the decree that the prophecy would be realized. All promises to all faiths will be honored. Zion will happen. The true alien creator set it in motion. Reality has been set up to actualize the events foretold. The gray are here to ensure that events will happen exactly as they said it would. Isaiah 41:14, Zion 14:47. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. Men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah 41:14 goes on. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. Here, Isaiah is acknowledging the sins of the Zionite people. No one needs to dispute the faults of my people, who are worms in the eyes of the gray. We're not worthy of our calling. But then again, we've never even tried to be anything but a worm. So, I and the gray acknowledge the nature of my people. We are worms. But, as I just said, we've never tried. We've never even considered being what we were created to be. So, we've allowed ourselves to be whatever we feel like being. Worms. Now, we can become as great as we can imagine. There's no telling what we can do if we just try. Fear not, ye mindless party animals. Give us gray a try. Use your gray given high to do something wonderful. Become as delightful as you are perverse. The gray are here to guide you to become the best that you can be. Don't be afraid of the light, to be good. Let's see what a gray with a small g, meaning a hybrid human, earthling, can do. As always, the gray include the blooded Israelites as part of this promise. Israel, our brother, is always remembered by the gray to honor Abraham, to honor Isaac, and to honor Jacob, who is Israel. I will help you. The gray are the Redeemer, the Lord, and the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah 3:12-15, Zion 14:48-51. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of thy paths. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth up to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgments with the ancients of his people, and all the princes thereof. For you have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your houses. What mean you, that you beat my people to pieces, and grind the faces of the poor, saith the Lord of hosts? Isaiah 3:12-15. This is a loaded passage. This passage is telling us in clear terms that the government is wrong. Those who lead us cause us to err. They cause us to do things that are wrong. They teach our children to dishonor their parents. They try to convince us that we're sick. We are a matriarchy. Women rule over us. And that is just verse 12. Every word is true. The DARE program taught school children to tell on their parents. They would show children marijuana pipes and ask them if mommy and daddy used things like this with the sole intent of arresting the parents and brainwashing the children, often in abusive foster care homes. Our children are used against us. How is that ever ethical? Women rule over us. Well, our manly men are so quick to abandon their young that a single parent household is the norm to the Zionites. It began and is because of the war on drugs. Our men were taken from us. They were corrupted by the male dominated society that we are seeing implode. Women rule Zion because the men are either in jail or too abusive to endure. Women have no choice but to rule. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. And the genocidal tactics of the government tries to convince us that we're sick. Drug use is a disease. If you use a drug even once, you're a criminal, responsible for the evils of society. You'll be a good person if you stop using drugs. Drug use is a choice. The government is wrong. The propaganda of the government is baseless. A disease is an involuntary illness caused by an invasion of an unknown organism, a living thing. Drugs do not qualify as an illness because it's a chosen act. The drug user chooses to do the drugs. Sickness is not a choice, it's a consequence of an outside force. There is no basis for the assumption that drug is an illness. I'm going to stop there today and we'll pick up tomorrow where we left off. So, may the Gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you safe from all harm. May you always be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect good, truth, and light. May you stay happy and high. I love you all. See you soon. Later, 'cause I'll never say goodbye.